Oh god. We're back in for the old party. Wait a minute, my name is Yuusha and welcome back to Sakura Space. Now, by the time that this video is being recorded, I have managed to at least put my first video in the archive, so it's almost ready to come out. So, it's going to be a bit awkward between time and time because uploading is very complicated at the second, but we're here now. We're going to record some more Sakura Space and we're going to see how this goes because I'm guessing it's a Yuri game in itself. So guys, Yuusha. So that's it everyone. This is the single largest bounty ever issued for a target in this galaxy. Do you think you're all up for this job?
Well, I would normally say no. The stakes are high here. This much money for one job?
Nami seems to be interested.
Wow, we could plate this entire ship in gold with that money. Just imagine it.
Claudia's already drifting off into our little fantasy. Well, she's got the rooster going, so, you know, she takes 3 steps. She's got Burberry Marie.
Just who is this target?
We've been assembling whatever information we can get. We should have a dossier available.
Yes, Captain. The dossier is now available.
Please project it on the table.
Acknowledged.
Soon the information is displayed before us, so who is it?
Alias Akane. Real name unknown. Subject is a notorious criminal who has committed an intergalactic crime spree. Her weapon of preference appears to be a whip.
Oh dear.
Further information on the target is unavailable. A whip? How would you do anything with a whip?
The AI continues, politely ignoring her.
Subject to be captured alive and delivered in person to the designated location. She was last seen on this planet.
The AI displays a map of this sector, highlighting a particular planet. Yeah, playing another game. One that I can do, because I don't have to do that much.
A fully unvarnished world on the edge of the galaxy? It is little wonder that she is hiding out there. Is there any information available on the planet itself? The planet is known as a hub for outlaws in this sector, so she could be potentially using it as a hideout.
Okay, so here's another choice.
Yeah, scratch in my bed.
I'm gonna murder the both of you. I should bloody hope not. Alright. So, there's 2 options. We can either say, we should investigate there, or I don't think she would be hiding there. What's sure, it said last seen. So, logically thinking about it, it just says last seen, so we don't even know if she's there or not. Sure, it may be a place for outlaws to hide. But how can we be so sure that she's actually there? Because if she's got such a high bounty, she'll be as cautious as a little bit, right? So, I'm gonna go, I don't think she'll be hiding there. I don't think she'll be hiding there right now.
I am in agreement. Judging by the patterns of her crimes, she hops from planet to planet.
Yes, okay, I called that one right, thank God.
She never commits a crime on the same planet twice, so it would be reasonable to presume that she wouldn't be there anymore.
My thoughts exactly. Rather than following her where she was, we should try to work out where she's going. It won't be easy, but if we can find some pattern to her crimes, well, we need more information of course.
I do not wish to distract you from your train of thought, Captain. However, this is the pressing issue here which I feel needs to be addressed. Do we have any other jobs we have to do in the meantime?
About those jobs? I cancelled them so we could get that massive bounty. Yeah, about that.
I've played out our entire schedule.
Nami seems taken aback.
So we are focusing all of our efforts on this particular mission?
Exactly. Mistakes were made. That's gonna be the end of this game. Mistakes were made. The end. Even the fire gaps can't save this. I know this seems to be a daunting job, but I'm confident that we'll be able to put it off.
I see.
Nami seems to be mulling over the idea. I can already tell that Kotori is on board, however.
I want to do it. We can have some money. We have some money saved up, don't we? That's correct. We have enough money to be able to survive for months if we have to. We have the time we need to execute this job properly.
So that's why she already has taken precautions, which is nice, but shouldn't you at least have one job? At least? I'm trying to logic this, alright? I've done it with all of their games. Don't worry, there's just some random minge sitting over there. The internet now knows that you're minge. The more information becomes available, we can adjust our plan accordingly.
We can't just ignore 1 billion Imperial dollars. I could buy a pool the size of a lake for that kind of money. While I disagree with the notion of abandoning a steady income, I believe that this is the sort of opportunity that you simply cannot pass. So I want to see how this develops.
Then everyone is in agreement? We're going to pursue the single largest bounty ever seen in this entire galaxy together?
No complaints over here. I find this pursuit agreeable.
I believe there's nothing else to be discussed then. Well then, meeting adjourned. Wait.
Wait.
What is it, Kotori?
We do have one important topic to discuss. How do we spend all of that money? I want a swimming pool that's 3 times as large as the one we already have.
Oh god, I just remember that freaking bikini. That was a good bikini. Rooster Girl wants a bigger pool. I'm not sure if this is a topic suitable for a meeting. And we haven't got that money yet.
It's not a question of if we get the money. It's a question of when.
Kotori's confidence is practically radiating from her.
So it's best to start planning ahead.
Yes, we do need to plan ahead. Well, they're right. She's right on that one, surprisingly. Rooster Girl was right. But we have to make plans to ensure that this actually works out the way we want it to.
If the target has such a high bounty on their head, then it would not be easy to catch. Especially being involved with planetary government collapses. I do not think we can take this lightly in any regard.
Exactly, yep. Well done, Nami. Meeting is adjourned for now, everyone. Continue to gather information on the target.
Acknowledged.
Well, the AI heard me loud and clear at least. And there's the soundtrack kicking back in. It's still nice though. I do like it, gotta admit. I've spent several hours sitting in my quarters attempting to piece together whatever information is available on the target.
Do you have anything that we can use to identify her?
Any known preferences, mannerisms, anything at all?
The only consistent trait to her appearances is the use of a whip as a weapon.
You know when we're going to run into her, there's going to be a few little bruises here and there.
Judging by what little security footage is available, her weapon is capable of incapacitating anyone it wraps around.
What is this, Wonder Woman's frickin' truth whip? I suppose they're as good lead as any. She must be well trained if she can use a whip like that. That's what I'm thinking, in a way, because she's got to be. Well, we have nothing about her background. We do know one thing.
What that might be, Captain?
What might that be, Captain? I just realised that that sentence is butchered. Grammar Nazi, go! What might that be, Captain? Not what that might be, Captain. You're an AI, you're supposed to be programmed perfectly, and you still fuck up in a dialogue. Jesus Christ. She used a whip in such a way. Mastering such a weapon, let alone using one in this day and age. Not to mention being able to incapacitate armed targets with it. Our target obviously has training of some sort. Perhaps she is ex-military? A mercenary, maybe?
Once again, your observations are impressions, Captain.
No, that's the target I'm tracking. Oh, okay, it's a different type of whip, okay.
The target does have some sort of training and moves fast enough to be able to defeat armed targets in combat. Security drones have also proven to be useless against her, so she's not an opponent to be taken lightly.
I understand that. I still don't understand why she would be using a whip, though. For the kinky shit? Nah, it's not that. I wish it was, though. How many people would still use a whip these days?
I might also remind you that whips are rarely used as actual weapons, but instruments of torture.
That's correct.
So the probability of whips being used as weapons is exceptionally low.
Right. So we have a decent lead. The next thing we need to work out is the motive behind her crimes.
Display list of sightings and their positions throughout the galaxy. Acknowledged.
Looking more closely, I do see a distinct pattern of movements.
She has been mostly sighted in this particular sector.
Which just so happens to be one of the most uncivilized parts of the galaxy? Hold on a minute, why the most uncivilized? With only a few bastions of civilization dotted here and there. No one said this job was going to be easy, I suppose. I think I see a distinct pattern. The time in between each crime is roughly 60 days, so 2 months. The travel time between the planets would be 45 days on average. So she stays for a little longer than 2 weeks on each planet. There's only a small number of ships which would be able to travel that quickly between stars. I think we should start on this planet next. I'll point to the one in particular in the sector. Judging by the average time between the crimes, her travel time would indicate that she would approach this planet next. Because it's... Oh, wait! Wait, we're just jumping here a second. We can't just jump to conclusions. I mean, if she's held up this pattern the whole time, it doesn't seem like that she would just change it somehow. It's like a guilty habit. So, we don't know if she's even going to that planet yet. We don't know where she is going to show up either. I still don't know where she's going to show up. Even if I know the destination, a planet is not a small place to keep looking. True. There are some major docking bays and locations for her to land in, but since she's an outlaw, there's no assurance that she would use these at all.
Is something the matter, Captain?
Just thinking things through. I believe we should go to the next planet it looks like she's going to land on. We might not be able to catch her, but we would be able to... would be close enough to get fresh interviews. So we should prepare to set a course when we are ready.
Excellent choice, Captain. Their memories of the target would be the freshest.
I am a terrible AI, good God.
Details are lost as time passes after all.
Good. We should be able to dock there. Could I request that you return to orbit when you drop us off?
Acknowledged. I will remain in orbit above your position. If you require assistance, I will not be far away. With that out of the way, will you be sticking to your regular schedule for today?
You mean our weekly pool party?
Yes, you do seem
Oh my God, we're going to see some bikinis! Yes!
You do seem to be fond of the pool party. Kotori is especially fond of it.
Sure, Kotori loves her pool parties. She loves spending a lot of money and time on them too. It seems like kind of a waste, considering that she only invites Nami and I. I'm afraid that we cannot do that today. Oh, but I wanted to see some heavy bouncing titties and you deny me it? How could you, Winged Cloud? We only have a few hours left until we arrive.
Do you wish to be the one to inform her of the party's cancellation?
Not particularly, no. So you're going to cancel the party, but you're not even going to... So that means by the time we probably land, she's probably going to be partying away like a mad woman in a bikini, and we're not even going to see it. I am disappointed.
Well, I do not wish to be the one to do it either. So we will have to decide who has to do it.
I'm debating with an AI who's going to break the news to the person who wants to do the freaking party. Jesus. No, I'm not doing it. This is why I have you on board.
This is not a pleasant task.
But I'm the captain of this ship. I order you to deliver the news.
As you wish.
Well, that sorted. Well, that was surprisingly quick. I suppose I can move on to the more important matters. Is there anything else which requires my attention?
There is one thing, my captain.
Oh, the music's gone. What's going on? What might that be? Within a few moments, I hear a loud banging at my door. That's Kotori, furious as hell that the pool party's cancelled. 3, 2, 1.
There it is now.
I swear. Bypass security protocols.
Acknowledged.
As soon as the door opens, she bursts into the room.
Chica!
Yep, she's upset.
What do you mean that tonight's sports party is cancelled? You aren't serious, are you?
Kotori looks very upset. Oh, I want to see bikini Kotori. Ah, well, this will do fine. She does like her pool parties, so I can understand why she would be upset to hear that they have been cancelled. Now, we don't have the time for a pool party.
Come
Can't we make time?
Please. We can do that, right?
Not really. We don't exactly have a steady income right now. Our pool parties are expensive. Her cheeks puff as she pouts.
But they're fun.
She's angry.
Having fun is more important than being rich.
Being the one in charge of the books around here isn't an easy task. Whenever you have to cut back on certain activities, you end up becoming the villain.
You used to be fun, Chica.
Now, Kosari. You already spend a lot of time in the pool. Having a pool party every week, especially once as expensive as yours, is simply unsustainable with our current budget. Since we're going to be boarding a strange new world soon, we need to save every Imperial dollar we can get.
Going to have to make up for this.
How exactly do you want me to do that?
I'll be happy with having a kiss on the cheek.
Okay, here we go. Here comes your reaction. So she's happy with a kiss on the cheek. Okay.
You'll be forgiven if you do that.
She leans in, presenting one cheek.
Come on, you know what to do.
I give her a small peck on the cheek. She's not happy.
That's it. Captain!
She pouts again. Like I said, we have to remain professional around here. She only ever calls me by my actual name when she's mad at me. The fact that she's calling me Captain is a good sign.
Fine, good enough for now, I guess. Our next pool party better be the best pool party ever, though. Otherwise, I'll never forgive you. Noted.
Noted, just noted.
With 1 billion Imperial dollars, our next pool party will be one that is out of this world.
Well, yes. Since you'll be on board the ship. Does that mean all of the pool parties are us? Don't go into it, me. Come on. Don't fall for the trick. Don't fall for the trap. It's fine. It's fine. She slips out of the room.
That went better than expected, don't you think, Captain?
I was wondering why she came to my room instead of talking to you.
I'll simply pass your message along.
Oh, she dropped me in the shit.
And said that she could take it up with the captain.
You do that to me every time. I can only shake my head and laugh a bit. The ship's AI can be a pain, but at least it doesn't lack personality. Yeah, it's like another person in a way. It's very clever. I wonder how Nami is doing. Kotori and her are as different as the sun and the moon. Such an expression really doesn't make sense outside of the Milky Way. Well, no, because the sun and the moon are within one solar system, so yeah. Oh well, Nami is quite different to say the least. I can hear loud echoes. Come in from the training room. Don't yawn me. There we go. Let's see what's going on in there. Oh? Is this like a virtual reality room? Let's see inside the training. Yeah, it's a virtual reality training room of sorts. Step beside the training room's observation deck. Sure enough, there she is. Quietly, she stands to attention.
So what settings would you prefer for this particular combat scenario, Nami? Medium difficulty this time. I need to warm up before I really get into it. Acknowledged. Preparing the simulated environment.
As the AI speaks, a number of different hills, objects and obstacles begin to emerge around Nami. In addition to that, I begin to see a number of different drones lazily drifting through the air around her. They dive in between cover and obstacles, like how a fish would hide underneath a rock in an aquarium. It sets the stage for quite an interesting engagement. Well, this is a nice image. Hello. There's my thumbnail. Unlike how awkward she was before, Nami's eyes are filled with clarity. She carefully analyzes her environment, fully prepared for any threats coming her way.
Beginning combat exercises in 10 seconds.
As the AI counts down, she seizes her blade and enters the battle stance.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Holographic enemies appear in the room. A complete circle of security drones surrounds her. They begin to home in, unleashing a barrage of holographic pellets. Nami does not miss a beat. With a fluid movement, Nami strikes down the holographic drones without missing a single beat. A plasma cutter hums and sings as it flashes through the air. A flash appears behind her as one of the drones fires a holographic missile. With incredible reflexes, she dodges the rocket completely. Holographic sparks spray through the air as she slices through the drone. Her body moves with the perfect precision, beautiful and graceful. A larger drone appears, 2 miniguns sitting on either side of its Hulking shape. I'm just remembering, this is the normal difficulty that she's on. This is normal. It unleashes a figurative death storm of bullets, practically filling the entire room with holographic sparks. Henceforth, normal difficulty. Even through that digital haze, Nami does not lose her cool. She slides underneath the drone as it continues to fire, slicing open its belly. I can't tell if you guys are speaking to me or on about the video. It disappears in the burst of a pixelated explosions. More and more virtual drones continue to pour into the room.
Increased difficulty. Acknowledged.
The drones immediately respond. Good God. They move in ever-shifting patterns, actively attempting to flank and keep their distance away from Nami's deadly blade. Yet it does not seem to help at all. Nami moves like a blur, cutting them down within seconds of materializing. Bit by bit, the stream of virtual combatants begins to slow down, until no more enter the room at all. Without much more fanfare, she cleans up the remaining drones. Soon it's just her standing in the room. She does not even appear to be breathing particularly hard. She's cool.
How are my results? Your combat performance was exceptional, Nami. The time between an enemy entering the room and being eliminated is only a few seconds. All hostile entities in the simulation were eliminated with little to no delay. You are in peak condition for combat operations against non-organic targets. Overall, this has been your best performance since you helped quell that robotic uprising. Good. We may need to defend ourselves at a moment's notice.
For God's sake. Remember to close the door at least. Oh, I had to kick them. Good God.
Especially against non-organic foes.
She holsters a sword and stretches.
I think it would be good to take a short nap now. It has been some time since I've gotten a good night's sleep after all. That would be a good idea. You did not sleep particularly well last night, I can tell.
Slowly the virtual environment around her dissipates into pixels.
Oh, Captain. I didn't know you were watching.
That was a very impressive performance, Nami. Definitely. It always amazes me to watch you fight.
Right, thank you.
She gets awkward when she realizes someone has been watching her do something.
Could you please let me know if you're watching? It just throws me off a bit.
I didn't want to interrupt you when you look so focused. You're a stellar combatant, Nami.
Thank you.
Aww. I swear, Nami really is too shy for her own good. How is it that she's unable to handle someone looking at her while she works? I suppose it's just part of her personality. We've been working together for a very long time, and I have yet to see her act any differently. Oh, damn it, sorry.
I wanted to get ready for when we confront our bounty. After all, practice does make perfect, doesn't it?
You're right. Nami always practices. She is by definition a perfectionist.
So what scenario did you use the simulation room for this time?
Considering that the simulation room can simulate anything you can imagine, there is no lack of choices for training. Oh, so you can almost virtually do anything.
Full-scale invasion of Earth. It's like the one from that old game we used to all play together. You remember how we used to do that one dungeon where robots invaded Earth?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember.
When is the last time they have made a decent MMO in the Milky Way anyway?
You know what it's like with the industry these days? No innovation, nothing new. Just the same old boring grinding.
It's true. Yeah, I've seen it with a few games, sadly.
We should find another game though. It was fun back in the day. Although this onboard simulator is amazing too.
Definitely the best purchase we have made. Training before this thing was a nightmare. It sent shivers down my spine as I remember how badly Nami and Kotori damaged the ship with their sparring matches. Oh god! What else have you tried simulating on it?
Just combat situations mostly. Nothing too special.
You aren't even pushing this thing to the limits of its hardware? Maybe you can even simulate entire dungeons from the games we used to play.
Well, I don't want to run the risk of burning it out. Remember what happened when Kotori tried to simulate an entire MMO?
Yes, and that is why Kotori is no longer allowed in the simulation room. Well, the entire game. Come on! At least she's content to spend most of her time at the pool instead of breaking the ship's hardware these days.
So the target uses a whip as her weapon?
That's what the report says.
Why a whip of all things? What about it so special?
It's a massive universe we live in, Nami. Finding someone proficient enough with a whip to use it in combat is not exactly impossible.
While true, anyone can apply themselves to training any other weapon, and overall end up being much more effective. Simulate humanoid with whip weapon. Acknowledged. Simulate unarmed humanoid.
For a few moments we watch the simulation. The unarmed humanoid attacks the other with its virtual whip. Nami analyzes it carefully, nothing which angles and methods the whip wielding simulation uses.
This is only a very basic simulation, but it gives me a rough idea of how she could approach combat.
She nods to herself.
I have a few ideas for countering it now.
Hold on. One more choice. And that's it. There is more to her than a whip.
Do not get overconfident. There is a lot more to Akane than her whip.
Considering that she threw an entire army of drones at me from out of nowhere, we have to be careful that she doesn't try to attack us in any other ways. True. Waging a war with nothing but proxy drones is something she is capable of.
I think so too. Although she is overconfident and would readily show her face whenever she wants, that does not mean she lacks the resources to be able to defeat us without revealing herself. Perhaps it would be better to focus on my training against the Sentinels.
There's nothing wrong with training to prepare yourself for both possibilities, however.
Definitely, Captain. I'll make sure that I am prepared to fight against anything she throws at us.
Okay then. I have no doubt that you will, Nami.
Do we have any more information since we left that meeting?
Deducing what we have observed, she is already someone with training. You cannot simply commit crimes in broad daylight and evade the police like that. Broad daylight, wow.
It could be chalked up to luck, but she has managed to do it consistently.
So it's not luck at all then.
So we can presume that she is armed, dangerous, and very competent. That is a good presumption. Is there anything else notable that you have managed to deduce? We have worked out a rough estimate of
where she might appear next. Once more the information is available, we will proceed to where she is expected to appear next. First part of our bounty hunt will be an investigation. We need to work out where she is before we can attempt to take her down. True.
Not only that, but we do not know anything about her connections.
That as well.
She could have an entire cartel of criminals at her beck and call.
Are you having second thoughts about this bounty, Nami?
Not second thoughts. We will probably never see another job like this again. But it is a good idea to plan ahead for potential danger.
I agree, definitely.
Anyway, I would like to get some more practice in. I'll speak to you later, Captain.
Until then, Nami. And I'm going to end off this part here. This just feels nice to end this bit off. I mean, there's a load of choices in the beginning of this. Good gosh. I wonder how long this actually is. Let me just find out quickly. Yeah. So yesterday the windows were for some reason the windows. No. I'm not giving you. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to end this now, guys, because this. Perfect place to really end it off, really. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me. And nice to see you in the next video. Solid, guys. I will indeed see you next time. A bit confused on how this is going to go, though. I'm a bit lost.